June 2012. The National Reconnaissance Office, America's ultra-secret spy satellite agency, hands NASA two never-launched spacecraft. Estimated value, $4 billion apiece. Their primary mirrors measure 2.4 meters across. Exact same size as the Hubble Space Telescope. Built by the same company, Perkin-Elmer. This technology was designed in 1969 to spy on the USSR. In 2024, it still watches the Earth. It all starts with the MOL, the Manned Orbiting Laboratory. The US military cancelled it in 1969. It was built to send military astronauts into orbit to photograph the USSR using a top-secret optical system codenamed DORIAN, developed by Perkin-Elmer. MOL never flew with a crew. But its technological legacy never died. On September 17, 2011, the NRO declassifies the official asterisk history of the HEXAGON program star. The document confirms 19 HEXAGON satellites, also designated KH-9, flew between June 15, 1971, and 1986. This unmanned craft is MOL's direct successor. It uses the exact same Perkin-Elmer film camera originally engineered for DORIAN. Next comes the KH-11 KENNAN. First launch, December 19, 1976. It's America's first spy satellite to transmit near real-time imagery. The official version, promoted by the NRO, NASA, and the Pentagon for decades, is straightforward. In 2012, the NRO claims the two KH-11 satellites handed to NASA are surplus equipment with no current operational value. The Hubble Space Telescope, launched in 1990, is framed as a purely civilian instrument, the product of a 1977 Perkin-Elmer contract awarded specifically for astronomy. The 1984 trial of William Campiles is painted as a textbook espionage case, a dishonest employee who stole a single classified document. Starshield, SpaceX's military program launched in 2020, is described as nothing more than a secure communications network. The US government claims the two KH-11 satellites handed to NASA in 2012 are surplus equipment. But the June 2012 NASA-NRO transfer agreement values each craft at $4 billion. Their mirrors are technologically superior to Hubble's. This surplus hides a simple truth: the NRO already has far more capable satellites in active service. NASA frames Hubble as a purely civilian instrument. But the 1977 Perkin-Elmer contract for Hubble's primary mirror was signed the exact same year the firm finalized the KH-11's optics. The same engineers. The same polishing techniques. The 1984 Campiles trial is painted as a case of a rogue dishonest employee. But the official trial transcripts reveal the KH-11's exact resolution remained classified throughout the proceedings. A technical manual does not carry a 40-year prison sentence unless it hides something explosive. Here's what no one explained. Here's the concrete evidence. The asterisk history of the HEXAGON program asterisk, declassified by the NRO on September 17, 2011, confirms 19 KH-9 satellites flew between June 15, 1971, and 1986. Every single one carried Perkin-Elmer cameras directly derived from DORIAN. The June 2012 NASA-NRO transfer agreement spells out the details. The two satellites handed over are reserve KH-11s, valued at $4 billion apiece, with 2.4-meter mirrors technologically superior to Hubble's. Témoignage, according to official transcripts from the 1984 trial asterisk United States versus William P. Campiles asterisk, the 23-year-old CIA analyst stole the KH-11's full technical manual in 1977. He sold it to a Soviet agent in Athens for $3,000. The 1977 Perkin-Elmer contract for Hubble's primary mirror reveals a critical overlap. The firm used the exact same optical polishing techniques for Hubble that it used for the KH-11. The same engineers who worked on DORIAN led the work. John McLucas, NRO director from 1969 to 1973, oversaw this entire transition. The KH-11 launched on December 19, 1976. Its initial resolution, 15 centimeters. 3 times more precise than MOL's original design goal. Here's what the documents actually expose. The line between civilian and military space technology never existed. Hubble's mirror is not a one-of-a-kind astronomical instrument. It is a civilian copy of the DORIAN spy mirror, built exclusively to photograph the USSR. The same Perkin-Elmer engineers polished the KH-11's mirrors and Hubble's mirror. The same year. The same tools. It gets worse. The Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope, scheduled to launch in 2027, will use a mirror taken directly from an NRO KH-11 satellite. That mirror was built to surveil the Earth with a resolution of less than 10 centimeters. Nancy Grace Roman, NASA's first female head of science programs, never knew the telescope bearing her name was built with Cold War spy technology. MOL never flew with a crew. But its core vision? Permanent, high-precision surveillance of the entire Earth from orbit. That vision is now a reality. 2024, this legacy is more visible, yet more hidden, than ever. Classified military satellites from the KH-12 family, or its top-secret successor, circle in polar orbit. Their estimated resolution, less than 10 centimeters. 5 times more precise than MOL's 1969 design goal. Starshield, SpaceX's military variant of Starlink, launched in 2020, deploys a dense constellation of low Earth orbit satellites. It can cover every single point on the globe in less than 15 minutes. That is exactly what MOL planned to do with 10 to 15 successive orbital stations. No official tie to these programs has ever faced scrutiny. Everything remains classified. The U.S. Air Force's Space Systems Command still runs orbital surveillance programs whose code names are never made public. The architecture MOL established, the Pentagon controlling its own satellites, completely independent of NASA, has been the standard since 1976. MOL was cancelled in 1969. It never sent a single military astronaut into orbit. But its DORIAN technology gave birth to 3 generations of spy satellites. The Hubble Space Telescope. The upcoming Roman telescope. The 10-centimeter resolution surveillance we take for granted in 2024 comes directly from a program abandoned 55 years ago. The NRO gave away $8 billion worth of hardware in 2012. What do they have today that we will never, ever see? Subscribe to The Truth They Hide so you don't miss the next episode.